Welcome. This is the Senior Safety Advice Podcast, and we are so glad that you've made it to a calmer corner of your day. Here, we focus on real solutions, practical help, and the kind of encouragement we could all use a little more of. So let's get to it.
A shower chair is one of the simplest tools you can add to a bathroom, and it can literally prevent a life-changing fall. I know that sounds kind of over-dramatic, but it's true. Today I'm going to walk you through exactly what to look for when choosing a safe, sturdy shower chair for yourself or someone you love. By the end of this episode, you'll know how to avoid the common mistakes I see all the time, and how to pick a chair that actually fits your bathroom and your body. And if you're new here, I'm Robin Schultz, Senior Home Safety Specialist, and I've helped thousands of older adults make their homes safer, so you're in good hands. All right, let's get into it. A shower chair seems like a simple purchase, right? You just pick one, and you put it in the shower, and you're done. But not quite. I've seen a lot of unsafe setups over the years, and honestly, most of the problems come from buying the wrong chair or not knowing what features actually matter. So let's break this down in a really simple, practical way. The first thing to look for is stability. If the chair wobbles in the store, it is definitely going to wobble in the shower. So you want a chair with a wide base, strong legs, and rubber feet that will grip the floor. Those rubber feet are what keep the chair from sliding when the floor gets wet and soapy. If they are thin, worn out, or they don't feel grippy, skip that chair. Next, you want to check the weight capacity. I know a lot of people don't want to think about this one, but it is important. Standard shower chairs usually hold somewhere between 250 to 300 pounds, but some models actually go higher. So you want to always pick a chair that comfortably supports the person who will be using it, and it's always probably a good idea to add a little buffer. Think about it as giving yourself a margin of safety. So if you're someone who weighs 300 pounds, really you should look for a chair that will support more like 350 pounds. The next thing to think about is the height of the chair. This one gets overlooked all the time. A shower chair that's too low makes it hard for the person using it to stand back up. A chair that's too high can make someone feel unsteady. So you want to look for a chair with adjustable legs so you can customize the height. That way, when the person sits down, their feet should be flat on the floor, their knees should be about a 90-degree angle, and they will feel stable. Now let's move on to the seat itself. You want something comfortable, of course, but more importantly, you want drainage holes. This keeps the water from pooling under the person, which can create a slipping hazard even if they're sitting down, or it can create skin irritation. You also want to look at the shape of the seat. A contoured seat helps people feel more secure, kind of like they're settling into a little dip instead of trying to maintain balance on a flat board. Handles are another helpful feature. Some shower chairs come with built-in armrests, and this can be great for people who need help standing up or lowering themselves down. But, and here's the surprise, for someone with balance issues, armrests can sometimes get in the way if they're too narrow or too wobbly. So test out the armrests. Make sure they feel sturdy and that they give room for the person to move safely. Now, if you're using the shower chair in a bathtub, consider a chair with a backrest. Why? Well, bathtubs tend to have more slick surfaces than a shower floor, and the backrest gives an extra layer of stability. In a walk-in shower, the backrest is still nice, but it's not always necessary if the space is limited. For me, too, I would say if the person is not very stable, a backrest is a must because you don't want them to fall over backwards while they're in the shower. Now, as far as a shower chair, using that in a bathtub situation, if stepping over the wall is a problem, then a transfer bench may be a better choice. This isn't exactly a shower chair, but I'm mentioning it because many people buy the wrong thing. A transfer bench is a bench that straddles the tub wall so that when the person sits down outside the tub, then they can scoot themselves over the wall and into the shower area. It reduces the risk of tripping over the edge, which is one of the most common points where falls happen. Now, materials matter as well. Most shower chairs are made of plastic and aluminum, which is good because they don't rust and they're light enough to move around. But if you come across a wooden seat, be cautious. Even if it says it's water resistant, wood changes over time with moisture and it can get slippery. So stick to plastic and aluminum for long-term safety. And here is a small but important detail, and that is check the footprint. This is especially true for smaller walk-in showers. You want to make sure the chair fits without blocking the drain or forcing the user into an awkward position. If the chair is too big, the person might sit crooked or hold on to an unstable surface to maneuver around it, which increases their fall risk. Finally, think about long-term cleaning. A shower chair is going to get soap buildup and hard water stains and other things on it that you don't want to think about. So pick a model that has a smooth surface and minimal crevices so you can wipe it down quickly. You'll thank yourself later. I do want to touch on one more thing, and that is that choosing the right shower chair is not just about safety. It's also about independence for the user. When a shower chair fits well, feels good, and works with the person's movements, it gives them confidence. And confidence is what keeps people living on their own terms longer. So if you're helping an elderly parent, or if you're setting up your own bathroom, take the time to get the right chair. It really does make a difference. Well, thank you for joining me today. Please share this episode with someone you care about who could use the information to make their life safer. You'll find more resources for seniors and caregivers on our website at seniorsafetyadvice.com. And if you're searching for an aging in place specialist, please visit our sister website at aginginplacedirectory.com. Then please come back tomorrow for another daily moment of guidance and encouragement right here on the Senior Safety Advice Podcast. Oh yeah, and if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel or to this podcast yet, go ahead and do that right now. Until next time, take care. Bye.
This podcast is part of our mission to help older adults live safely and independently. If you'd like to take the next step, visit aginginplacedirectory.com, where you'll find specialists, helpful resources, and inspiration to make every home your place to thrive.